creatives aren't gonna be fully replaced by AI ever. Like, you will never, if you are a creative, like, and you are client based, and a client comes to you and says, hey, can you make us a new logo? And you say, sure, it's gonna cost this much. And they say, oh, that's too much, I'm gonna make AI do it. Guess what? Their logo sucks.
Yep.
And everyone knows it's AI, and it looks bad, and that's their loss. We will never see success of a fully AI generated movie, show, game, anything. That will never be successful because humans, at the end of the day, are storytellers. And AI is not sentient. It doesn't have a soul. It doesn't have a heart. It doesn't have any reason to believe that. It is solely based on ones and zeros. And this is a really good conversation to have also as Christian creatives. And it's, why do you create? Ask yourself, why do you create? We create for the glory of God, for the furtherment of his kingdom, to connect people, to tell stories. Jesus told stories. And it matters. It actually matters. Like, stories matter. And all of this, because we can't be perfect. We can't make perfect things, but all we can do is mimic the perfect creator. So if your entire art is based on ones and zeros, it doesn't matter. Like, none of it matters, because it's such a negative view of the world. Because if your entire philosophy of art is ones and zeros, it doesn't matter. Well, the world matters. The world is so much more than ones and zeros. There is so much more to life than mathematical equations, and it's so hard to be like, evolution, the Big Bang, all this stuff. Like, I could 1000% see how you'd be like, well, if it's all just ones and zeros, then what's the point? And I just can't. I empathize with that worldview because I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, there's so much deeper, there's so much richer life to live than what an algorithm can feed you. Like, Jesus wants more for us than that. And so, like, this art that AI is creating is just slop. It's genuine, just trash, and it's crap. And I think that we can use human innovation and technology to evolve our work and evolve our thinking and ask new questions. But the second we let it do our work for us is the time that we're just being disrespectful, and the time that we've realized we're not living the way we're called to. And that's my spiel. That's what I have.
That's good. My pitch is kind of along the same lines.
Yeah.
But let me, okay. So I talked about using ChatGPT and using the Bing image generator.
Right.
And what I want to say is to kind of go back to the titular question of, is AI destroying creativity?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say, overall, I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
Because I think there will always, like you said, be that human touch and that human connection. And I think there are a couple industries, kind of like blogging, that have gotten a little too complacent. One such place is localizers for anime and video games. I think they've gotten a little too comfortable with the work they do and inserting their own politics and ideologies instead of just actually translating what they should be translating. So I think, do I think AI should replace localizers? No. I just think AI is a way to keep localizers on their toes and actually be good at their jobs.
Yeah.
Because they know that there is, it sounds evil, but it's kind of like this looming thing over their head that's like, if you don't do a good job, we will replace you with an algorithm that will do a good job.
Which is so interesting to be like, maybe the best part of AI is to make you realize that you have to, the only way to beat an AI is to be so human that it cannot fathom creating it.
Yes.
You know? Or so good. Like, you need to be good at what you do.
I think there's also something to say for using AI in, like, supportive roles. I just looked this up because I remembered hearing about it. There's an anime that I think came out this spring. I don't know if it's already out because the article's a little old, but it's a It's called Twins Hina Hima, and it's an AI anime where 95% of the cuts are made with AI.
Whoa.
It's like a short. It's not a full show, but they're trying to create high quality AI assisted works. And they claim that AI could alleviate animators' workload and workload, calling it supportive AI. And I think there could be a place for that. But here's the thing. ChatGPT can generate animation for you all day long. Right? Like, that was actually something I didn't know it could do until I saw a YouTube video about it.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. If that's what you want to do, great. Never going to look as good as people who actually work on stuff, though.
Right.
People who are worried that, like AI is going to take over anime. An AI generation is never going to be as good as that one clip from Demon Slayer, that one clip from One Piece, that one episode of My Hero. Like, it's never going to be that good because there is a human soul behind it. Mm-hmm. And there's intentionality. And I'm actually about to do a whole video about this topic. And it's why art matters, especially from a Christian perspective, because art is beautiful. God created beauty, thus creating art. He is a creative person. Yeah. Well, I guess deity. Yeah. However you want to put that. And thus, because we're created in his image, we're also creative. Mm-hmm. And AI is not. Yes, AI was created by man, but it's not. It doesn't have that same flair. AI can't create anything that man hasn't already created. It has to scrape different websites. It has to comb Pinterest to find, you want to generate art of your D&D character. Well, yeah, it's got to comb Pinterest to find that specific armor plate you're looking for. Which, let me be fully transparent here. I've done that. I have done one D&D campaign. We're about to start the second one, where both of my characters came from the Bing image generator because I plugged a bunch of text in and I said, all right, now generate it. And here's what happened, though. I did that, and this is me saying this is not about to disparage artists because they do a lot of good work and it's great, but commissioning art is really expensive. It is incredibly expensive. And I understand why, because these artists are good at their job and they're putting time and effort into what they're making and they make good work. But it's really expensive to say, hey, I need art of 10 characters. That's over $1,000. Yeah. Like, I did 2 characters because I started off with AI generated just to get us started. And then 6 months into the campaign, when we were really consistent, I went to an actual artist and I said, okay, I want real art of this, of my D&D character. And I did it twice. Right. I did 2 different outfits for this character because I was like, okay, I'm really into it. Let's do an outfit change. Let me go back to this artist. That cost me almost $300 when it was all said and done. Yeah. That's a lot of money. And not everyone has that money.
Which is not to say that they shouldn't charge that.
Right.
Because they are great at their work.
Right. Don't undersell the value of your work. But also, I think if it's just for personal use, like a D&D campaign with friends, pretty much all of our NPCs were Bing image generated because it's just the 4 of us. We're not out here trying to profit off of it. We're not trying to. And if we ever turn it into something, we're not going to be like, all right, here's all of our AI generated art. We're going to go to actual artists. And I think that's the big delineation. I don't care if you use the Bing image generator or ChatGPT to put yourself in the Studio Ghibli art style. I think that's fine. It's having fun.
Yeah.
But if you're going to I want to make an anime, I want to make a manga or whatever, I want to make a movie, go use real people. That's that's what it comes down to at the end of the day is AI is an incredible tool if used correctly. If used in the way it should be as a tool, not as a substitute for real people. I've used ChatGPT on my scripts for videos, but not in the way you think. ChatGPT doesn't write a single sentence of any of my scripts. What it can do, though, I'm trying to think of my video that just came out, should Christians watch anime? I literally said, ChatGPT, compile me a list of reasons why Christians wouldn't want to watch anime. or like give me a list of the best criticisms for that, so that I can then take that and say, okay, now let's flip it, and I'm gonna write the comeback to that, like combat that. So, is AI destroying creativity for me personally? No, I actually have never felt more creatively inspired. Because
I would say that, no, I was going to say, I think it inspires when you use it correctly.
I have so many ideas in my head. I'm a very visual person. So when I'm thinking about like all these different story ideas that I come up with and all this stuff, I have these characters in my head that I can't see. They're all up here. So for me to be able to go to the Bing image generator, type in a bunch of different things that I want, and it give me at least something. It's not perfect. I prefer working with real people.
Right.
For a lot of reasons, but one of the biggest being if like this character's hair is slightly off. With Bing, you have to be like, all right, well, we're just going to regenerate the whole
Start
thing.
over.
Instead of being like, can you just move like this one strand of hair, or like flip that, or change the color? Like you can get in the nuanced nitty-gritty details with a real person, which is why the human connection will always be there. That's never going away.
Yep.
Let's be 100% honest and transparent, everyone. Like, that's never going away. But for me personally, it has been so helpful and like fueling my own creativity just to put something out there, because maybe the AI kind of wings it on something because I wasn't super specific, and I see that and I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that. Like, so for me, it's fine. And if I ever do anything with those stories, like turn it into an actual thing, I'm gonna go to real people and they're gonna do like character designs and all that stuff, because then it's like, okay, well, I'm talking to a real person. But for now, in the interim, it would cost me a small fortune to go through and commission art for every single character, because I have like 30 characters.
It's also just not worth it,
and their designs are always changing, and it's like, it's not worth it. Not to say that the artists aren't worth it, but it's not.
But it's not a smart use of your money.
Yeah. Let me conceptualize for free, and then when I actually know what I want, because then I feel like that makes it easier on the artist, because at least you know what you're looking for. And
because then
like
because then all the drafts that you went through with the image thing is not going through them and their time and work.
Right.
Like you're
making their time more efficient.
Right.
So that's my stance. I think AI is fine if used responsibly and used well as a tool and not as a substitute for real people.